friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have a sweet summertime collaboration. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda. I am so happy you're here today. If you're returning, you know I love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Maize and Silver Lining. I'm going to use some decals. Now the words I created, the bees, I got off of Cricut Design Space. And then I'm going to use one of these 14-inch wood rounds from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to start off by marking inward from the end 5 inches. And then once I had my little marks, I'm just taking my square ruler here and I am drawing a straight line because I can't draw a straight line on my own, not for the life of me. So once I have that, I'm going to take my silver lining and I'm going to paint the smaller portion of my wood round and I'm going to paint the bigger portion with my maize. Then I took my words and I am going to put them on the yellow portion of my wood round. Now when I created this, you guys, I created it all together and realized it was too big. It wasn't how I wanted it. So I had to kind of cut it all apart. Oh my goodness. Anyways, me and measurements, I tell you. After I had the words on there, I took these bees and I'm just trying to figure out where I want to lay it. And then I'm just going to use my transfer tape here. I'm going to transfer my decal onto my transfer tape and then place it, which it was a lot easier to see where I'm going to lay it with the transfer tape since it's see-through than with that paper. But anyways, I was really making sure that where I had placed the words, I could still get that bee on there without it falling off. And it works out perfect because it wraps right around that bee, the little dashes there. And I just love the way this came out. Anyway, so I'm just going to get this on there. I did lose a few of the little dashes, but that's okay. I was able to fix it in the end because the next one that I did, a couple of the dashes stayed on my transfer tape and I couldn't tell where it came off of. So I transferred them over to the big bee. So anyways, I'm just going to do the same thing here. I'm going to add the little bee. And I just love the way this turned out, you guys. I think it is so stinking adorable. Anyways, yeah, I love it. This wood round, you guys, normally I get the 6-pack at Hobby Lobby, but this one is a 3-pack because the wood is a little bit thicker. And I thought that the wood was 1/4 inch thick, but I'll show you in a minute why I don't think it is now. I have to look at it. So I'm taking a paint marker here and I decided to do little stitch lines all the way around the wood round because I thought that that would really tie in well with the little marks from the bees. And I just think it just really tied this wood round off. So I'm taking this ribbon. I got this a few months ago from Amazon when I was doing a bee theme. And I will have a link to that video in case you haven't seen that one. I can't remember, a month or so ago that we did it. But then I took some of that buffalo check ribbon that I got that from Hobby Lobby, I believe. And I am just going to glue the ends together of both of these. Now I did not measure. I'm just eyeing the size that I thought I needed. I was going to make it bigger, but then I didn't want it to cut off the bee or the word bee. So that's why I made this kind of small. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this smaller ribbon. I'm just going to glue the ends together. And again, I thought about doing a tail on these, but again, it was going to cover up the wording and the bee, and I did not want to do that. So I end up not putting any kind of tail on these at all. So here I am, once I had them both glued, I am scrunching the middle up, kind of like you would a bow tie, as you see there. And then I was going to try and do both at the same time and realized, no, that's not going to work. So I just took my twine here. I'm going to wrap it around the yellow ribbon here. And then I'm going to do the same thing as well as I can with that thinner ribbon. And then I'm going to add that in front of the yellow ribbon and tie it in as well. And I'm just using the same twine that I used for the yellow ribbon. And then once I have this tied, I'm going to trim it off. And I'm just going to hot glue this onto my wood round. And I don't know. You have to let me know if you think it looks funny without the tails. I don't know. I really love the way this came out. I just think everything just looks, honestly, I feel, I could be wrong, like it looks like something you could buy from the store. Anyway, so here I'm just going to use my hot glue to hot glue this bow on. And then after that, I'm going to take some of these little bees. I got these bees from Amazon. I do believe they're in my Amazon store. If you're lucky, you might be able to find them at Dollar Tree. This is where I realized I don't think it's a 1/4 inch because my staples are 1/4 inch, and I stapled the ribbon in place and it came through the other side. So I used my wire cutters to snip it off, and then I decided to cover the rest of it with some more of those little bees, which is what I'm doing right there. And that's all there was for this. You'll have to let me know what you think about this, but I think it is so adorable. I can't say it enough. Okay, so this is the Sweet Summertime playlist, and every month, the first of every month, I get together with Amanda with 6 kids and a glue gun, and Chantel with Crafty Hands, and we co-host a playlist. This month theme is summertime theme, and so make sure, if you haven't checked out these wonderful ladies, make sure you check out their channels. They're amazing, and check out the playlist. I'll have links to all of them in my description box below. So here's DIY number 2. I love this one too, you guys. I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color white. I'm going to use that silver lining by Waverly as well. And then I created this decal. Again, I got this off of Cricut Design Space. So if you have Cricut Design Space, you can find it. It's right on there. And then I'm going to use one of these wood mason jars. This came from Amazon. So I'm going to start off by painting the body part of that jar with the white, and then the top lid part with that silver lining. After that, I'm just going to take my decal here. It says, "Kind words are honey sweet to the soul." That's in Proverbs. And I just love it. And I thought this would be great because it kind of looks like a honey jar, or it can look like a honey jar. So I am just adding my decal here. Now, I know not everyone has a Cricut. Like the first one, you could use stickers. This one might be a little harder. You could, I'm sure, figure something out if you wanted to recreate this. I am going to use some of my paint markers here, and I'm just doing some shadow lines, I guess you could call it. I don't know. I'm just kind of tracing out that top part with my black, and then I'm going to use a ruler here because I can't draw a straight line, like I said before, and I'm going to make a line across it. And then after that, I'm going to take my white paint marker, and I'm just making, I guess this would be more of the shadowing effect, just kind of going along what I did with the black and just adding some of the white here. And yeah, I was pretty proud of myself. I thought it looked pretty good when I was done. It was giving me the look that I was hoping for. So once I am done here, I decided to take some ribbons. Now, most of these I got from Dollar Tree, but that yellow and plaid ribbon, that was like a 2.5 inch wide ribbon. So I just cut it in strips. I cut it down to fit the size of these. And I'm just laying them in an X pattern to make a, was it a shabby bow? Something like that. I always forget what they call it. Anyways, I know there's different names. I've heard other people call it different names. So I'm just going to keep layering it. And once I had all of those done, and I think these were all cut down to 4 inches or 5 inches. And I cut 5 of each. And once I was done, I'm just going to use my twine and wrap it around the middle and tie it. Now, as I was getting ready to tie it, they were kind of coming loose, but I thought, I was trying to kind of fan it a little bit because I like that look a little bit when it's a little more fanned. But I do kind of achieve that even after I get it tied. I do kind of fan the ribbons a little bit. You see there, I am doing it right there. A little bit more. But anyways, I really love the way this came out. And yeah, I know I don't make these kind of bows enough, and I need to venture out of my comfort zone and make bows different ways. And I'm trying to, guys. I really am. So once I had that done, I'm just going to hot glue it here. There you can see I was kind of playing around with the ribbons there, just trying to fan them out a little bit. That one had gotten moved, so I was trying to get it a little more centered. And then I'm going to hot glue it right there at the top, and then I'm going to add a bee to the middle there, and I think I add a couple more bees to my sign. I love these little bees. They are just so cute. And the ones from Dollar Tree, if you can find them, they are much bigger than these. I forgot I had more until after I did this, and then I found my bigger ones from Dollar Tree. But anyways, I'll save them for a next video. I'm just going to hot glue some of those. And then I took some of these beads. I got these from Amazon as well. I got these before I did my last bee themed DIY or video. And I'm just going to alternate the colors. So I'm doing the black, yellow, the plaid, the white, and then another black, and just started over. I did 8 of these beads, and then I'm just going to hot glue them to the back for a hanger, and that's all there is for this one. Now, I've only got 3 DIYs on this video because I kind of ran out of time, but I had a whole bunch of ideas, which is good because I have a video on next Saturday that's going to be a lemon and bee theme. So you'll get more themes here next Saturday. More IV ideas than what you're going to get today. So there it is. I absolutely love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, I want to take this moment to thank all my wonderful subscribers. You guys all mean the world to me. And if you are enjoying today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, hit that subscribe button before you go. And then make sure you guys give me that thumbs up and comment and watch those ads up. Also help support me. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee to help with my crafting supplies, you can find the link to that as well as to all my social media accounts in the description box below. I wanted to say thank you so much to Harriet Johnson. She made this Easter card and sent it to me, and it's beautiful, and I really, really appreciate it. So thank you, Harriet. And now it is a time for a celebration of your recreation. And Linda, oh my goodness, girl, those are so beautiful. Thank you so much. I love them all. I love that little bunny. It's so sweet. And then I got this from Lena. Sorry if I said it wrong, but oh, it is beautiful. I love that lantern, and your candle is gorgeous. And then Amy, these are so lovely. Oh, and that lamb, I love that wood round with the lamb. It's beautiful. And then Lavella, oh my goodness, girl, these are beautiful. You ladies all did such a wonderful job. Thank you so much for sharing your creations with me. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed right there, or you can send them to me through Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I would be more than happy to showcase them for you. I'm always thrilled. I always love seeing what other people are making. Okay, here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to take some Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize. I'm going to take some of this burlap that I got from Dollar Tree recently, and then one of these bee garlands from Dollar Tree, and then this I just found at Dollar Tree as well. It's a wood hanging decor. So I started out by removing the hanger, and I painted both the front and the back of this this wood piece with my Maize chalk paint. Oh my goodness. And then after it was all dry, I'm taking this burlap and I'm going to start hot gluing it around. And as I'm hot gluing it, especially on this part, I'm like, why didn't I trim it down? What was I thinking? So I finished adding the burlap to that hot glue that I'd put there. And then I'm going to trim it down. And now, why did I start in the middle instead of at the end as well? I don't know what I was thinking. Actually, I do know. I had just come back from lunch with my mom and my sister, and I was really tired, and I wasn't thinking clearly. I think I ate too much or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I went and hot glued everything all the way around, or hot glued the edge, and you can see that one part got a little short. I cut it a little too short, but I made it work. And then I took 2 of these bees, and I'm just going to cut them off of the garland, and I'm going to paint them with my Waverly chalk paints in the color Maize, ink, and white. And as you can see there, I also added some cute little polka dots on their wings. Then I took some Scrabble tiles. I just felt like it needed something, and I didn't want to use my Cricut again. So I took my Scrabble tiles here, and I'm just hot gluing these. It says, "Be happy," to my sign. Now, I got these from Amazon, and it came in a huge pack. I'll check and see if it's not in my Amazon store. I'll make sure I have it. But these have lasted me for a long time, guys. So if you like to use Scrabble tiles, check out Amazon because I love the huge pack. Anyway, so once I had that all on there and I'm playing with all my glue strings, I'm going to hot glue my bees in place here. And then, of course, I decided, I need a way I don't want to hang it. I want it to stand. So before I do that, I added some daisies. I love daisies. And I got these from Amazon as well last year in a big bag. And I just love them. And so I added them. And then I'm going to I took 4 tumbling tower blocks. Now, before that, I decided I didn't want to see the holes on the top of the bees. So I took some twine and I'm making 2 small little bows. And then I'm going to hot glue them above those little bees. I should have added spackling before I painted them, but I wasn't thinking. Again, my lunch affected my head. Okay, now I think, oh my goodness, I can't believe I have all this in there. I thought I cut this out. You guys, I am so sorry. Again, my lunch made me foggy headed. You know, my husband talks about food making his head foggy all the time, and I laugh at him. I think he's right after watching this. Anyways, I'm taking 2 of the tumbling tower blocks. I painted them all with my maize color. I hot glued 2 of them together and put them in the back. That still wasn't enough to keep it up, so I'm just going to hot glue 2 more together, and then I'm going to hot glue those to that other set of tumbling tower blocks. Now, if you ever have problems, I've heard people say that it doesn't work to hot glue them. You have to hold the tumbling tower blocks together for a few seconds in order for it to work. Okay, so there it is. I really think it came out cute. You have to let me know what you think about it as well. And the final reveal is coming up. You have to let me know which one is your favorite today. I really love them all. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out Amanda and Chantel's channels. Subscribe if you haven't already. And then make sure you check out the playlist. Show them all some love. I will not have a video on Monday. It is our wedding anniversary weekend and we've got some plans. But I do have a plan to be back on Wednesday with the 5 Under 5 challenge. So have those notification bells set. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. And with all that being said, you guys have a blessed weekend and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.